Good morning, Misfits. It is MAHA Monday on The Daily Breakdown. I am your host, Zack Bonfilio, aka The Misfit Patriot. Let's say hi to the chat. Good morning, Rhodes Head. Great guy, Gary Bumba on The Edge. Samuel. That's not Samuel, that's Samuel. Bumba's up in here. Hollywood, Carol, T. Mitchell, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's get to the theme of the day. Well, the story of the day. The theme of the day is MAHA Monday, and we will get to the MAHA Minute. I have it queued up. That's what we do on Mondays here on the Daily Breakdown. And just a quick reminder, the new channel name is Misfit Uncensored. I know I've changed a few things and it's confusing and what have you, but to be completely honest, it's just because TMP, the spelling it out phonetically was not good. And you know what else is not good? I'm leaking. I've gone through all of my tumblers, so I have my coffee in a Halloween decoration, and it's leaking. I'm drinking my coffee out of, for those of you listening on audio, I'm drinking my coffee out of a horn, a Viking horn. I have another cup right here. We can try that. Jeez. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess. This is a Monday. Okay, okay, hold on. We gotta do a move here. I gotta chug the rest of the coffee. It looks like there's a leak in, well, obviously, it's a cheap-ass Halloween costume mug. I was drinking mead out of this. I'm going to go full screen for you. What in the hell is going on here? Geez, it's just... So look, this is a Halloween costume. I'm going to be a pirate this time because I got the gun. Excuse me, I'm chugging coffee so it doesn't leak all over the place, and I don't have to stop the show. Okay, all right, I think we're good. I'll get rid of that. Yeah. I'm a mess. I am a mess. No, I'm not hungover. I didn't even drink. I didn't drink at all because I'm just too tired. I basically did exactly what I told you guys I was gonna do on Friday. I went and dude, I crushed Saturday. I did some shit Saturday. I'll show you actually, because this is my show, Jeremy. This doesn't have to be just about the news. Fuck you. I miss him. You know, it's a news show. Okay, cool. Fucking people can turn on the news if they want that. Yeah, so look, I did this backsplash on Saturday. This beautiful backsplash. I did it in one day. I changed all those outlets and I put new plates on. It looks beautiful. The upgrade. It's insane. It's great. And I started that backsplash. I set that backsplash in about 3.5, 4 hours. And then I went and I finished up this door, which is also beautiful, right? Like, I am hustling. I mean, look, I'm not here to brag, but I am bragging. All right? I'm not here to brag. I'm here to do a show, but I'm going to brag on my show. Look, you can talk all this shit you want. You can talk it all. You can't out hustle me. It's impossible. I am a hustler. But I'm tired because of it. So on Saturday, on Sunday, yesterday, jeez, I don't even know what day it is. I did exactly what I said I was going to do on Friday. I laid on the couch. I watched Ted Lasso. I know there's woke undertones in the show Ted Lasso. I still watch it. I still like it. And I think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake because I woke up this morning. I got too much rest. My back hurts. I feel stiff. I should have done errands and chores instead of committing to lazy. I committed to lazy. I was like, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to do nothing because in my brain, I just did so many things. I did so many things for the past 6 days. And then I said, screw it. I got this post blown up. Speaking of work, it's really blowing up. It's weird how it's blowing up actually. But I dropped this thing too. And look, this has got 750,000 views, right? So this I've been working with this new general contractor. All right? And the guy's kind of a douche, right? And this isn't strike 1 or strike 2. This was like strike 3 or 4 or 5. And he saw me posting on Saturday on my Instagram, right? And he sent me this. He goes, "We definitely need to have a conversation. I noticed you have a backsplash you're working on. These are occupied homes, and you're working on them for us, so time is of the essence. If you cannot commit to our job start to finish, let me know so we can rethink work moving forward. I'm sure you understand." Yeah, I understand. I understand. I understand that you think you're my boss, and that's not going to work for me. Okay. So before I show you my reply, let me give you a little like run up. He's done this a few times already, where you talk where you talk down to people. You know, I'm so good at my job, right? Like I'm really good at it. I run my company. I wouldn't be able to if I wouldn't be able to stay busy for 10 plus years. 14 shit 13 14 years. I wouldn't be able to stay busy consistently for 14 years if I wasn't good at my job. And I am. I'm good at it. So I don't know if this guy's been doing this for like not a long time or something like that, but this is something that I've dealt with over and over again. General contractors in my industry, some of them are douches. They just think that they're your boss, and I've dealt with it before, and I've had that conversation before, never in text form where I could screenshot it, but I've had this conversation before where I'm like, don't talk to me like that. Anyway, this time I got it in a text and I put it on the internet, and people, like a bunch of people in the trades, I've had people messaging me going, I got a message yesterday that said, "My husband is in the trades and he saw your message and he just smiled ear to ear. You said what everybody's been meaning to say, and I just wanted to say thank you." It's like this actually is a big problem in my industry, in the construction industry, right? So I basically I just made a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of blue collar people happy with that, and here it is. Here's what I said. I said, "I'm working on a back." Yes. So his problem was he saw me working on my own freaking job, right? On a Saturday. So I go, "Yeah, I'm working on a Saturday. I'm working on a backsplash and a French door because on the weekend. Because yes, you have priority. I signed a contract with you. My contract with you as priority doesn't mean exclusivity. It doesn't mean that I can't do other jobs. It means that you're the priority, which means I will work on your job Monday through Friday. And if I feel like I want to instead of staying home and going out all on the weekend, I will go out and I will work on now it's my time, even though it's all my time, even though I could tell you, screw you, as long as my contract is done and within a certain, reasonable expectation of deadline. This guy isn't my boss. But anyway, I'm adding. Let me just read. I go, "I don't work for you." I'm working with you. I own my company. I'm not your employee. Don't appreciate you talking to me like that. I said 2.5 weeks. So now this is the fun part. 2.5 weeks to do it. It's a $10,000 job I'm doing, right? And what does he want me to do? Does he want me to do it in like a week? Like that's a crazy timeline. On top of that, he's scheduling countertop guys and he's scheduling cabinet guys while I'm working in there. The guy just doesn't understand the order of operations, right? He doesn't understand how things work. He also, like last week or the week before, he sent me some text about how like, "Oh, there's no pan liner in your shower." And I go, "You don't need one. Like this, we have newer systems now, man." Like, and he's like, "No, you do." And I'm like, "No, you don't." And I got snippy with him then too. This was like 2 weeks ago. It's clear to me he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I told him, I go, "Chris, I'm a certified tile installer with the National Tile Contractors Association. I'm certified in manufacturing products like Schluter, Weedy, GoBoard, Hydraband, Laticrete." I go, "I know that you don't need a pan liner. You don't, and that's fine. Talk to your project manager and get back to me. And he responds like an hour later. He goes, okay, you're right. And I go, I knew I was right. So anyway, long story short, that also kind of ticked me off this weekend. I've just been feeling a lot of, I'm not overwhelmed, but I'm tired. I'm like your regular tired plus a little. So, long way of coming back to what I was saying. I basically just crashed on yesterday. I crashed. I must have looked at my phone for maybe 5-10 minutes through the whole day. And both times I was on the toilet. Like, I really crashed. Like, I did not move off that damn couch. Me and Gatsby, we lazied yesterday. But now I'm all tight. And I feel like I just need to like stretch and jog or do something to loosen up instead of sit here. And then anyway, like I said, I I ended this conversation with I'm gonna finish these jobs that I have contracted with you, and you shouldn't schedule me for any more projects. I'm not the type of installer you're looking for. So I basically quit this guy, or I fired him. I don't know. But I have 2 contracts. I'm going to finish this contract, and I'm going to try to do it fast just because I want to get this over with now. So I'm going to go hustle today. I'll work late if I have to. I'm going to not for him, not because of this pissy, hurry up and get it done. Now I want this off of my plate. So I'll probably hurt myself or something anyway. Here's the story of the day. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Enough about me. There's the beef. I just showed you the beef, but there's even more beef. There's a lot of beef going on the internet. There's so much beef. I don't know why. Why is everybody beefing? Over beef. They're beefing over beef. Donald Trump, I'm gonna get to this story. We're not gonna go full into it now. We'll get to the news. But this is the story of the day. Trump essentially tried a compromise and did his job as president and tried to find a middle ground. And of course, instead of people appreciating it, now he just can't do anything right. You got the woke right losing their shit. Let me put Massey in here too, because I forgot to add that one screenshot, and I know I have it. Well, you know what? We'll jump into this. We'll jump into that real quick too. Sorry, I'm just adding things to the show live as we're on the show. Maybe Jeremy should have fired me. I do sometimes just roll out of bed and do the news, but that's the fun part. Here we go. All right, we'll add this one in, and we also got the MAHA minute. Where's the MAHA minute? MAHA minute, MAHA minute, MAHA minute. Did I not put it on here? Nah, here we go. MAHA minute. We're going to put that right in the front so we don't forget it. Okay. Now, to the news. To the news, Batman. Let me check this chat. I forgot to... There we go. I forgot to zoom the chat, so I was just reading it very tiny. Very tiny. Yeah, you can even see I got a little battle scar from work right on my nose there. We got Gatsby. How about a proof of life photo bomb? You know what? I got... Gatsby's fine. Oh, that's right. Because I forgot to... Yeah, because Gatsby was sick. I was like, what does the proof of life mean? Gatsby's so much better, and it pisses me off that he's better. I'm almost mad at him for being better. There we go. That's better. Give me one sec, guys. I'm adjusting everything right now. I got a photo from yesterday. I took a couch photo and I was gonna post it, and then I fell back asleep. I was gonna this is the only photo I took yesterday. I took a photo on my couch with Gatsby, and I was like, yeah, this is my whole day. I was gonna post something like, I'm doing this all day. But yeah, here you go. There's proof of life. Where's Gatsby? Come on. There you go. So there's me on the couch. There's Gatsby stuffed in his little corner of the couch where he usually is. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was clear for half a second. There you go. But he's alive. He's doing a lot better than I am. Gatsby's doing great. I'm the one who's in pain with the back now. He had back pain and acted like a little whiny bitch about it. I had to spend $800 to find out there's nothing really wrong with him except for bad back, obviously. There's no cancer, there's no anything, there's nothing serious, there's no surgery needed, just $800 for them to take a picture. And he's been jumping up and down on the couch. I bought him little stairs for the couch. I literally bought him I'm a good dog dad, all right? I love that thing. Little ass. Maybe it's from the coffee. I'm over rested, Hollywood. Somebody in the chat goes, I can tell you're rested. I'm over rested after being over exhausted. I should just find a middle ground, but I don't know how. My brain don't work like that. Anyway, yeah. So I bought him these stairs to get up on the couch. He don't use them. No, he just keeps jumping. I'll put them right in the middle of the couch. He looks at them. He knows how to get up them, and he'll just jump right over them. All right, let's see. What are we in? 19 minutes in, and we're finally going to get to the news. Let's get to the news. Let's make Jeremy proud from LFA. He had a very big problem that I talked about my personal life, apparently. Fuck him. Oh, man, it's great. Okay, there's also this, apparently Canada wants to go to a trade war with us. That's hilarious, by the way. Dude, it's so funny that it's like, this would be like Guam being like, like Canada may be very big as far as land. Their economy is held up by why I'm trying not to swear. Their economy is held up by freaking toothpicks, bubble gum, and America. All right, like they can't go to war with us economically, right? Because we would 100 out of 100 times destroy them. Like 1,000 out of 1,000 times, we would destroy them. The only option that they would have, if they really put their foot down, would be China, right? They would have to deepen their ties with China, and we wouldn't allow that. We would go to real war. I mean, under Trump, under Democratic leadership, no. And that's what China wants. China wants to get their foot in the door through Canada. Their foot's already in the door through Canada. But let me explain to you how this is their China's long game, right? I told you guys the new axis / the greatest threat to America in the threat pyramid that I've put on the show a couple of times, right? The threat pyramid is mainly for the infiltration of America, but there's another little pyramid on the outside, where China also is trying to get into this country through multiple means. Mexico at the bottom, right? And I mean get in like physically, right? Mexico is at the bottom of America. I think we all know that. We don't need a geography lesson, and Canada is at the top of America. Got it? Okay, so we have America's the Oreo cream in the Mexico-Canada sandwich. Are we good? Everybody understand that? We've all seen pictures of the world, so we know that Canada's at the top and Mexico's at the bottom. How does China get in through Mexico? The cartels, okay? They get in through the cartels, and they sell their fentanyl to the drug cartels in the narco-terrorist groups, and they infiltrate America through that, okay? We have a Mexico problem with China. We have a Canada problem with China, too, because they're trying to get in through Canada because Canada is, I guess you could say, amenable to communism, and they have a sympathetic relationship. And China has had this infiltration in their government for a very long time. You think that the DSA You have Hassan. You know what? This is great because we just added this in, right? You think the DSA Hassan Piker just did this I don't know, rally, I guess you could call it a DSA rally, where he's dressed like Mao Zedong. He's dressed like Mao Zedong, right? They love communism, right? The DSA loves communism. That's like a lot of Canada's government. A much bigger. If you would say the DSA is like 3% of our government, of our actual government, because there's really only a handful. There's like a handful of actual DSA candidates that are actually in office right now. We're at the very beginning of it. There are so many in Canada's government. That's how China gets in. That's how China wants to get in through America. I hope I explained that properly because I'm all over the place, but I think you get the point. We're going to get back to this screenshot. I just wanted to show you that Hassan Piker is wearing Mao Zedong's outfit, right? They love China. He went to China and got handed a little red book. That's like Mao's diary, Mao's journal. Mao Zedong killed more people than Hitler and Stalin combined. Communism has always killed the most amount of people. Think Nazism is bad? Try communism. It's worse. So much worse, in fact. All right, but back to the news. From The Guardian. Trump lashes out after Canada talks devolve into trade war. Again, it's adorable. It's adorable that Mark Carney thinks that there will be a trade war. Like he thinks like, we'll stand our ground. Trump will be like, no, like you're not dealing with Biden anymore. You're not dealing with any shady, corrupt type of politician. You're dealing with a businessman, right? So you want to go to war, you lose. You want to go to trade war, you lose, right? Trump is not going to, he's not going to negotiate with you on a same playing field that you're capable of. He's made billions and $billion deals in the private sector. This works the same way as like government running a business. They're not versus a private business person. The private business person is always going to do better than the government because they have a different mindset, different mentality. The way that government officials do business is with other people's money. They don't care. Trump does. That's why you're going to lose. This trade war will be over in a week. Not even. All right, but anyway, Donald Trump is already threw the first punch after the announcement of the war. Donald Trump has hit back at Canada after a breakdown in negotiations plunged the two countries into trade war. His first public comment since negotiation collapsed. The U.S. president wrote on social media, Canada wants the benefits of being a state without being one. They have also, he's right, by the way. They have also charged our great farmers. You notice how the farmers don't say shit about that, right? For many years, massive amounts of tariffs, right? I thought the left didn't like tariffs. Apparently, Canada loves tariffs when their tariffs are on America. Far left government, far left constantly talks shit about Donald Trump using tariffs. Far left government uses tariffs. Wow. Can't believe that. Never even heard of the left having some type of double standard or hypocrisy ever in my life. This is the first time I have ever heard of that. You? Anybody in the chat? Has the left ever been hypocritical? I don't know if the left has ever been hypocritical. They have never, ever done two conflicting things, right? They've never done something like saying, oh, tariffs are bad, but then use them. They wouldn't do that. Does anybody in the chat think that the left would do that? Trump must be lying. There's no way. His comments came after the U.S. imposes 50% tariffs worth of on $20 billion worth of Canadian goods. And then Mark Carney, the country's prime minister, vowed to match them dollar for dollar. Okay. Our dollar is worth a lot more than your dollar. Our dollar is worth way more than your dollar. The U.S. tariffs came into force on Saturday, ranging from hockey sticks to tongue depressors. Oh no! Where are we going to get hockey sticks? Those are made from some special material that we can only get in Canada. They're not made of wood and fiberglass. It's not like we can make them here. No, no, no. Oh my god. The U.S. tariffs came in for. The biggest impact is expected to be political. Yeah, there's gonna be no impact on this. Oh no, not the tongue depressors. Anything but the tongue depressors. Bumba in the chat. Oh no, not the tongue depressors. Anything but the tongue depressors. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I could use a remote. I have a remote control for the lights behind me. There you go. Doctor, we're out of tongue depressors. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Use your finger. If I put a glove on and grab his tongue with your index and just, you'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right. Oh, great. All right. So you're at war when you're attacked. All right. Blaming the other. Both sides blame the other for the breakdown. Carney told the Canadian journalist that the country was at war. And after Trump, quote, miscalculating by escalating his tariff attack. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out if this was a miscalculation or a connecting hit. All right, you're at war when you're attacked, and we got attacked. The prime minister told reporters, "We cannot accept what they've offered, and we will not give what they've asked." Doesn't matter. You can't say tariffs are something that you can't say no to, because we already did this through the Supreme Court. Trump has the right to do it. He can do it. And you can, and Canada, you're free to do reciprocal or escalate. It doesn't, we're not saying that you can't do it. We're saying that if you do, you're screwed. This is not, you don't have the cards. You're not holding a good hand. And Trump is going to take advantage of that. But anyway, we'll see how this works out. But here's my prediction. Here's my breakdown. I think that's going to be. I think next week, just like usual, I think Canada will fold, and I think that there will be a resolution. There's going to be no impact on the American people from this. Period. None. Like, hold on, one full screen. None. So if you see anyone, right, on the internet saying like, oh my God, this is going to... No, it won't. This is all political. Hockey sticks are not going to break our economy. Tongue depressors, there's some booze in there. There's a couple of things. None of the things, like the crude oil that we already have traded, nothing's changing there. These are items that nobody gives a crap about. Worst case scenario, if this, quote, trade war got into a stalemate, we would make hockey sticks and tongue depressors and a couple other things here. I researched this weekend. Nothing is wrong. Don't worry. This is nothing. This isn't a trade war. This is posturing from this dude right here after Trump laid down the law, you know? This is him throwing a tantrum. All right. Next story. Massive garbage heap collapses onto homes, killing at least 30 as rescuers search for survivors. What in the hell? Heavy overnight rain. This can't be in America, can it? Is this in America? Please tell me not. Vast open-air landfill before it collapsed onto nearby shacks. Oh, in Guinea. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's in Guinea. This isn't a story. This happens. It sucks. Yeah, obviously it sucks. But this is what happens when you have this is a third world country story. These things happen all the time, which is insane to me because the left wants to import the third world. And this is what third world shit gets you. This sounds more like Morse code than a I just swore. There you go. The first one just slipped. You know what? Let's hold on. We're gonna try something. Let's go to perplexity. Guinea. Okay. I'm just doing a quick search. Guinea population, the Republic of Guinea, a West African country. French is the official language. Why it matters, current news. Okay. What kind of government do they have? Let's just find out really quick what kind of government Guinea has. I'm going to assume it's not, some type of democracy. A presidential republic, but its present political system has been shaped by military rule following the 2021 coup. Mamadi Doumbouya, the coup leader, became president. So it's an autocracy, essentially. The president is both the head of state and government with substantial executive power. Yeah, it's a totalitarian state. Yeah, so I mean, there's no democracy. There's no. It's essentially the highest amount of government power. So it's not a republic. And that's what they want to bring here. They want to get rid of government. They want to give government more power. The woke left wants to give government more power, right? By creating communism and socialism. The woke right wants to give the government more power by creating some type of totalitarian right-wing Christian theocracy with it's going to be like some utopian of just like, we're going to pick the right person, we're going to put him at the top, and then, yeah, sure. I mean, if it rains, trash is going to fall down on your shack. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking forward to. If we don't continue down this road in this experiment of, a constitutional republic, if you can keep it. This is not a story. This happens all the time. Like, look at these pictures. It's just a bunch of people standing around a giant trash heap where they're trying to dig out people out of the trash. This is what you want to bring to America. All right? We need these people as refugees now. We need them. No, we don't. No, what we need to do is help them fix their own government so that they can live where they are without trash. But no. We should, at the same time, in the same token, we have too many people that are anti-interventionists. You're a neocon if you get involved. Okay, pick one, dude. Pick one. What do you want? We got to be non-interventionist, and we got to also bring in a bunch of people. But I mean, amnesty. Now we have an amnesty bill from people on the right. Dude, you guys just don't get. Not you guys. Not in my chat. People just don't have any foresight. All right, moving on to Mark Ruffalo. Who cares about this guy? This guy is just like Rosie O'Donnell. He just screams the loudest and then goes, "Nah!" Like, look, why are you talking about me? I don't know, maybe because you won't shut the up. It isn't MAHA. Yes, trash. Yes, trash is not MAHA. We got MAHA coming up. We got the MAHA minute coming up, but no. Bringing in piles of trash and people who will contribute this constitutional republic into a downward spiral that will end up just like their own country. Yes, no, in the chat, you're right. That's not MAHA. I know that's not what you were talking about, but I just decided to flip it. See how I did that? Anyway, Mark Ruffalo fires back at Paramount and Skydance after it accuses him of using anti-Semitic tropes. He probably did. Actor says highlight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see. What did Mark Ruffalo say? I was scrolling and I saw this. Which tropes did he say? Okay. Mark Ruffalo fired back after the actor has been long outspoken against military's conduct in Israel. Cool. Shared a statement on social media on Friday, which highlighted the links between Paramount and Skydance. Oracle has supplied software to Israel. Okay, Oracle has supplied software to the IDF. Supporting Israel is in our DNA. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what Ruffalo said. On Friday, Ruffalo shared a video of Oracle's vice chair describing the really profoundly scary technology it provided to Israel after the October 7th attacks. Above the video, Ruffalo took aim at Larry Ellison, who he accused of using Using Oracle to fund his son David Warner Brothers acquisition. Okay. This is the quote. These really profoundly scary technologies will most likely be merged into one of the largest media conglomerates in the world and one day used on you, Ruffalo wrote. Look how Katz reveals what we now have come to see as a genocide, which was built on an apartheid system of oppression powered by Oracle. Ruffalo urged his followers to oppose the merger, which he argued would be catastrophic for the... This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is what IDS, right? So like TDS Tuesday is tomorrow, right? TDS Tuesday, Trump Derangement Syndrome, stands for Trump Derangement Syndrome, where we try to highlight a story where somebody has gone crazy because of the Orange Man bad. Mark Ruffalo and a bunch of other people on both sides have IDS, Israel Derangement Syndrome, where they're crazy people. Like, these people are absolutely insane. And the way that I describe it is the same way I described TDS, okay? I described TDS for years like this, okay? This is how I've described TDS for almost a decade. Imagine somebody that you know, right? Who, like, let's say they can't they can't stop talking about their ex, right? Like, they hate somebody and they never shut up about it. They talk about them and in every interaction. It's like you know who I'm talking about, right? It could be an ex, it could be their boss, it could be they are obsessed with somebody. And every time you hang out, you want to be like, "Can we not today?" That's everybody with TDS. Okay? It's like they caught Trump like hooking up with their significant other in their bed on their anniversary. And like, Trump could cure cancer and they would still hate him. It doesn't matter. They have they have this personal animosity and they can't move on from it. Right? That's TDS. Israel Derangement Syndrome is just swap Trump with Israel, right? That's all it is. It's the same thing. People can't shut up about it. They can't shut up about this country in the Middle East, the size of New Jersey, who went to war with terrorists. Right? It's like, I honestly, like, I've never really truly been like some big, huge supporter of the Israeli government. I don't necessarily have any problem with the Israeli government. I don't have any problem with Bibi Netanyahu, but I've always really focused more of my criticism on the people who have IDS, as opposed to me defending Israel and what they do, which I pretty much do. I mean, I'm for fighting terrorists, but it's not really my focus. My focus is on the people who hate Israel, as opposed to my love for Israel, right? Because I love Israel proper, Israel from the Bible, right? And that's a people. That's not a nation state. Does that make sense? And I have to call out this craziness because it's a mind virus, right? This is like, what we're doing by talking about it is like giving people antibiotics, right? This is a mind virus that is spreading throughout the world. Like, the country and the world are like two completely different things. Trump Derangement Syndrome is more localized. It's definitely worldwide, but not that bad. It's way more localized in America. IDS is like, it instantly was worldwide. And Mark Ruffalo is just somebody that has this mind virus, and he's trying to spread it as much as possible. And like I said, we, people that call out people like Mark Ruffalo, we're the antibiotics. We are countering that, which is why we have to talk about it. I wish I didn't. I wish Mark Ruffalo just would shut up. I wish he would. Okay. What is it? 8:42. Let's do one more. Which one do we want? We'll do one more. Sky Fever game. No. Fatal Shooting. Let's go here. All right, let's do this one. 90,000 told to evacuate as wildfires approach Reno, Nevada. Let's do something here. Who's the mayor? Whoa. Mayor of Reno, Nevada. If I didn't say that right, I don't care. Is it Nevada or Nevada? Hillary Shive. All right. Is she a Democrat? Oh, nonpartisan. So she's a Democrat. Yeah. she describes herself as independent, nonpartisan. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Reno. Nevada is Nevada. Nevada, blue or red? Looks like a Dem. She probably is. If they describe themselves, it's a competitive swing state. He carried Nevada by 3 in 2024. He carried by 33.1 percentage points, but Democrats still won key statewide races. So essentially, this could be like, and this is what I do every time I see one of these wildfires. I'm like, why do wildfires happen? Well, Trump talked about this years ago, where he was like, they need to rake the forest. And it sounded dumb, but he's 100% right. It's just forest management. It's bad management of the floor of the forest, and how all you have to do is manage the areas around high population and rake the forest. It sounds like a dumb thing, but it's actually true. You get rid of all of the dead brush. And for some reason, leadership, and usually this always happens around Democrat areas, leadership doesn't do a proper job at management. And then we find a story where thousands and thousands and thousands of people have to leave their homes. Where do these fires always happen? LA, like California, Oregon, Washington, and now Nevada. Now, Nevada's a swing state, so it means it's managed by independents and Democrats and sometimes Republicans, but there's too many Democrats involved. We have a lot of trees out here in Texas. Do you ever hear about, sometimes you hear about wildfires that are like near farms and stuff like that. That's something that happens, but it's not high population cities and areas where we see these things happening when they are run by the right, because the right probably has a better handle on management. They're not, like Dan Bongino says, Republicans are not the answer to your problems, but Democrats are definitely the cause of your problems. Republicans are not great, they're just better. They're not great, they're just better at pretty much everything that has to do with their job. As far as leadership and government positions, the right does better than the left. It's a fact. That doesn't mean that they're great at it. It just means that they're way better than the left. All right, let's move on to the main story, right? This is like a double whammy, right? We got MAHA Monday, right? So we're talking about we do the MAHA Minute, but also our main story, where's the beef? Or sorry, what's the beef? And I'm showing my age a little bit, right? But I don't know if you guys caught the where's the beef? I don't know if you guys caught the reference in that thumbnail, right? Let's remind everybody, right? This is me screaming into a corded phone, right? What's the beef? What's the beef? And that's this one. This is an old commercial for Wendy's. And it's, where's the beef? Remember the three old ladies like, where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Yes, that's what that references to. Okay. So, Trump posted this on, shoot, what was it? It was Friday, I think. He said, "Today I concluded a deal to substantially lower the price of ground beef for working American families. As everyone knows, under President Biden, beef prices soared to their fastest rate and the American beef herd fell to its smallest size in modern history. As we work to rebuild this herd and help our ranchers for the next 90 days, just 3 months, the United States will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of product for ground beef to be imported with no out-of-quota tariff. We have a commitment that this beef will be sold at 25% below current market prices. This deal will reduce prices for Americans while giving space for our great American beef herd to grow again. Thank you for your attention to this matter." Now, some people, like morons, like Thomas Massey, he comes out and says, "What a slap in the face to American cattlemen and consumers. Worse than socialism. Dumping foreign beef in the U.S. markets can temporarily lower prices, but it won't incentivize American farmers to raise more beef. Bring back country of origin labels and pass my Prime Act." None of your acts get passed because they're dog crap. Worse than socialism. Here's a picture of Thomas Massey meeting with IPAC, the people who fund the Democratic Socialists of America. And you can see in the background, he's at an event where somebody's literally wearing a Free Gaza, Free Palestine t-shirt. This is a real photo. He really did this. Thomas Massey is in bed with socialists, and he says, he has the balls to say, "This is worse than socialism." Now, you can go ahead and criticize the 25% below current market prices. I would have preferred he left that part out, right? But Trump is trying to do a temporary boost, right? Just a kickstart. And this is one way you can do it, right? So for the people that are unaware, right? So like, here's Good Ranchers. We understand why beef prices are a problem right now. Beef is averaging $6.89 a pound. It's up 57% since 2021. Why is that? Why is it up almost 60% since 2021? Well, because we had 4 years of Biden, right? 2020, 2021, 2020. You get it? Yeah. That 2021 is when Biden took office. And since then, beef prices have gone up. This is not Trump's fault. Trump is trying to fix this problem. Trump did not create this problem. Yes, they did. They culled the herds. That's also true. They killed a ton of cows. And by the way, you can't just make more beef, by the way, okay? I don't know who needs to hear this, but cows don't just grow, right? Like you need to mate. Okay, I feel like there might be a liberal watching, okay? I'm not talking to my chat, but here's how you make a hamburger, okay? First, you get a bull, right? The bull mates with the cow. The cow has a calf. The calf has to grow all the way up into a cow, and then you can sell that cow to a butcher. It takes a long time, all right? It takes a long time. In fact, let's look it up. For funsies, because I don't know how long it takes, but look, we're going to find out right now. How long does it take a cow to grow from insemination to meat market? Let's see if Perplexity gets what I'm putting down. About 3 seconds. That might be how long it takes for a typical U.S. beef animal. Plan on about 23 to 25 months from artificial insemination to slaughter packing plant. Okay, that's 2 years. That's 2 years for one cow, which means a cow that's going to the market now was inseminated 2 years ago. So if we have a problem now and we inseminated a bunch of cows right now, we wouldn't eat those cows for 2 years. Does that make sense? This is not a problem that you can fix by just going, make more cows. Okay, fine, we started. Trump has been in office for less than 2 years. Any cows that he tried to help out at the beginning of his term aren't even ready to slaughter yet. So I don't want to hear it from these morons who just bitch about every single thing he does. Flooding the market with 300,000 metric tons of imported ground beef with no tariff for 90 days is not a solution. It's a short term. Exactly. It's a short term price fix until you can make more cows, dog. That's the best way to do it. It's like, okay, it's going to take us 2 years to make more cows. We'll put some cows in. We'll put some cows in there until those other cows grow up. Trump has not said which countries the beef is coming from. Who cares? Or who committed to the 25% price reduction he's promising? Like, who cares? Who cares what we have FDA standards. There will be regulations. Doesn't matter which countries they're coming from. Trump is doing a temporary fix while you make more cows. That's what's going on. And I mean, also, there's the hypocrisy behind it, which we'll get to in a second. But from Eric Daughtry, he's full steam ahead on slashing beef prices by 25% as we work to rebuild. This is just Eric Daughtry repeating what Trump said. But here, this is hilarious, right? Merriweather Farms comes out and they go, betrayal. This is a betrayal. Okay, and R.C. Maxwell points out, your ground beef is $11 a pound, even when a customer buys it in bulk. When in bulk, beef is right around $6.89 a pound. $6.89. So you're adding $4 to your average consumer price. But even when you buy it in bulk, your pricing is you're probably putting like 100% markup on your meat. So betrayal to what? Your profit margins? Screw you. You should have already been charging less, Merriweather. Literally ground beef, 15 pounds, $189. Bro, screw you. Here, this is a great breakdown from the Nunn report, okay? Trump inherited the smallest beef cow herd since 1961, okay? And I just explained to you it takes 2 years to make a cow, okay? So that's ready for meat. Trump inherited the smallest beef herd. You cannot rebuild 30 million breeding animals in 6 months. You keep ranchers profitable, open grazing land, and protect them from drought and losses, expand American processing, encourage them to retain heifers, all of which the Trump USDA is doing. He's doing all of that. And while those cows reproduce, you temporarily supplement hamburger supply. What exactly is the alternative? Tell Americans to pay $9 a pound for 3 years while we wait for calves to grow up? Nailed it. This is the problem. These people, it's TDS. We should have saved this till tomorrow because it's TDS. Last year, in the OBBB, right, the one big beautiful bill, ranchers got the most expensive tax breaks. In June, $500 million was announced by the USDA to go directly to domestic, small, independent, and mid-sized beef processors. Now, while we're waiting for the herd to increase, POTUS is helping out the consumer. I'll say it for all of the ungrateful, counter-signaling fools. Thank you. Betrayal? Dude, he gave you a tax break so you could charge 100% markup on your beef. Screw you, man. What's the beef? What's the beef? What's the beef? Is this political? Because it sounds political. And I'm glad that there's a bunch of people that are, waking up and getting dragged. It's 90 days, Sally. Do you know what temporary means? Says the company that can't even keep their beef in stock. Yeah, so this is old skull. We can't afford $8 beef. You can't even keep your beef in stock. It's just it's every time you see a story now, pretty much every time you see a story now, you can do 5 seconds of research, and if it's related to Trump at all, I should have prefaced that. Every time you see a story related to Trump, any negative story, you can do 5 seconds of research and realize that's bullshit. That's political. There's nothing true about that. It's just like what we've been dealing for the past 10 years with the left. Like, over 10 years, everything the left criticizes about Trump, you can do 5 seconds of research and realize, oh, they're actually retarded. But no, now it's on the right. Congratulations. The mind virus is contagious, and some people on the right have caught it, which is why we call them the woke right. Okay, let's get to the MAHA minute, and then we will do the shout-outs. We'll do a raid for Dan. We got 2 minutes left. Let's end the show on time this time. Okay.
From Hollywood to America's
No. Come on. Hey, Caitlin Sinclair, dropping the MAHA minute. We do this every week for MAHA Monday. Here we go.
From Hollywood to America's farms to the halls of the FDA, MAHA had a big week. Let's get into it. MAHA went full Hollywood this week. Actor Dennis Quaid just joined the fight for answers on Lyme disease. The actor teamed up with Secretary Kennedy as HHS announced a new push for earlier diagnoses, better treatment, and more research into Lyme. Meanwhile, the COVID accountability files aren't closed just yet. David Morans, a former senior advisor to Dr. Fauci, pleaded guilty this week to conspiring to evade federal record laws and conceal government documents. He now faces up to 5 years in prison.
Good.
More accountability for Americans.
The thing that's not happening.
And the MAHA movement just got a major ally at the FDA. President Trump nominated Dr. Heidi Overton to become the agency's next commissioner.
Good.
Secretary Kennedy telling President Trump, Heidi is always right. And that does it for this week's MAHA Minute. I'm Caitlin Sinclair. I'll see you next time.
Good job, Caitlin Sinclair. We do that every week. Here you go, guys. I mean, you're going to have cheaper red meat, which is what we've been wanting. The tariffs that everybody says they don't like are being suspended in order to get it, so I don't understand what their beef is. And real quick, oh shit, do we have time? Yeah, here, real quick. This is all I said about this. Hassan Piker singing mocking Charlie Kirk. Yeah, it's not a surprise. Yes, this is evil, and no, I'm not mad about it. Quite the opposite. Hassan is going to single-handedly sink the Democrats' chances of winning in November. He's got so much clout, the DSA candidates won't denounce him, and the establishment won't denounce the DSA. Every moderate on the left is disgusted with stuff like this, and a lot of them are going to stay home in November. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. This is a perfect image right here, for those of you that know. All right, now, shout-outs, and then I'm going to get you on over to Dan. We'll go and do a raid. Let's go find Dan. Dan from Ace Ventura. Dan. All right, let's go share, copy. All right, shout outs, and then I will put the raid on the screen. Have a good rest of your day, great guy Gary. What's that? Where did that come from? Great guy Gary, T. Mitchell, shout out Zack. T. Mitchell, you are shouted out. That's awful, TM. On the Edge, Oma Hunyez. We got Bumba, see y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Bumba. The old days, Zack would talk until he's done talking. No time limits. As I was saying, I really do have to hit the gas and get these jobs done. So I'm going to go over and I'm just going to get these jobs done. Today's my birthday, born in 1933. Today's my mill birthday. Died during COVID alone. So sad. So sad. That's so bad. I mean, you never forgive those people. Hollywood, Rhodes Head. I already said great guy Gary. On the Edge, the 1 a.m. Roadrunner 513. All right, boys and girls, let's raid Dan. Okay, send. Yes, confirm raid. Beautiful. All right, boys and girls, head on over to Bongino. Sean Farish comes up on Bongino Network at 1 p.m. Eastern. I will see you tomorrow for TDS Tuesday. See you later.